Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on The Toxic Avenger, starring Peter Dinklage, Elijah Wood, and I assume cameos by a host of Troma actors. I don't know, man. I don't know. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 12, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. Now, I'm a fan of the original Toxic Avenger, and my take on it was this. It came out in '84. The original Toxic Avenger was a lucky mistake. Troma, that made these films, made these low-budget, crazy movies. The Toxic Avenger was a superhero from New Jersey, and the most hilarious part of the film was they redubbed the actor's voice, and as the Toxic Avenger, he has this amazingly deep voice. And it was funny. But, like, kind of almost accidentally funny. I don't know, maybe they did that and said, oh, this is funny, and let's release it, but to me, it's easily the best Troma movie, The Toxic Avenger. I don't know. I don't remember the original guys who directed it or whatever. But Troma would crank out movies for very little money. This appears to be a big budget version of a low budget movie. It's totally over the top. Now, it looks to be a comedy, so it should be over the top. Is it going to be good? I don't know. It's going to be gross. Apparently, they're going to make it very gross. I'm not sure if I want to see it, but I think I do. Peter Dinklage, Jacob Tremblay, Taylor Page, Julia Davis, Johnny Coyne, with Elijah Wood and Kevin Bacon. What do you want, Joan? Here. So, I guess they're trying to capture the spirit of the original film, making it look cheesy. Based on Lloyd Kaufman's The Toxic Avenger, screenplay by Macon Blair, and directed by Macon Blair. I mean, of course, I don't think anybody remembers the original Toxic Avenger, unless you're as old as me, and you were into film. But maybe you remember it. I don't know. But it looks like a lot of crazy stuff going on in this film. So, hard to tell from this trailer. But if it follows the basic structure of the first movie, the first act will be about this guy who falls into, like, toxic waste, or he gets it dumped on him. I'm not quite sure. You know, I think he was, like, picked on, and then some guys pushed him into it, or he fell into it, or whatever. And then he gets all mutated, and then he comes back as this mutated guy and starts avenging people. This, appears that he has more superpowers, but he starts avenging people, he becomes a hero, and I forget the bad guys in the original movie, but here it's the Nasty Lads. I don't know if that was, I don't remember that from the original movie, but maybe that was part of the thing. I don't know, the original movie is not 100% coherent in my view, but like a lot of Troma movies, but again, it is funny if you watch the original one. So I don't know. I don't know, man. Lunchtime Terror, The Nasty Lads. Nail a nickname. Okay. Let's see what they say here. Written and directed by Macon Blair, Legendary Entertainment's The Toxic Avenger is a contemporary reimagining of Troma Entertainment's 1984 cult classic of the same name, created by Lloyd Kaufman. See, I don't like the reimagining part. Why not just make a sequel? The film features a stellar ensemble led by Peter Dinklage, and the title role includes Jacob Tremblay, Taylor Page, Julia Davis, Johnny Coyne, Elijah Wood, and Kevin Bacon. The Toxic Avenger follows a struggling everyman janitor, Winston Goose, who is transformed by a horrible toxic accident into a new evolution of hero, the Toxic Avenger, now with superhuman strength and wielding a glowing mop for unconventional weapon. He must race against time to save his son and stop a ruthless and power-hungry corporate tyrant bent on harnessing toxic superpowers and strengthen his polluted empire. Yeah, I don't remember it being that coherent in the old movie, but they're hiding Peter Dinklage and what he looks like. Not sure that's a good idea. And it's weird to me that Peter Dinklage came out with this big, bold statement about, hey, you know, little people, we shouldn't just be consigned to play dwarves in Snow White. That's undignified. How dignified is it to play a mutated janitor in a movie like this? In a B movie, the ultimate B movie, by the way. Now they're remaking it or reimagining it. Now some would argue remaking it. This is a bad movie to remake good, but I don't know how good it can be. It looks as ridiculous as the first one. But if it's a comedy and it's funny, it doesn't matter. As long as it's funny, it don't matter. The comedy in the first one came from the weird voice, I think, mostly, and just weird non-actors running around. This one, you know, you got a higher bar because you had a higher budget. So I expect the movie to be much better. It looks interesting. I'm willing to give it a chance. Although, again, I'm annoyed at Peter Dinklage. And I don't know. I strongly suspect that hiding Dinklage's look is probably a bad idea. But we'll see once the images, the actual stills of him come out. So, I don't know. Bit on the fence on this one. I want to like it because I did like the first movie, but I really wish they had tried to do some kind of sequel or, you know, Son of the Toxic Avenger or the Toxic Avenger 2 or, I don't know. I mean, if you're going to do I hate reimagining. If you're just going to do it a remake, just say remake. Don't say reimagining. You know, because even if you say remake, it's not like you're not like you could do what they did in the first movie. It was kind of a mistake. So, I don't know. I'll wait. Here's some buzz about it. I'm kind of reluctant to support Peter Dinklage because he got on his high and mighty throne during the whole Snow White debacle. But I do like Elijah Wood, and I think he could be funny, but it's with Elijah Wood. I don't know. This stuff, I don't get this at all. I guess this is supposed to be, hey, this is your crappy local news. Yeah, when they show pizzas in the background, I don't know. I see stuff in the Philadelphia market. It's pretty slick. This guy says MFer on live TV, and I don't know. It may be too late to remake this. They did make multiple sequels of this movie. So I guess I understand why they would do a reboot. But I hate the term reimagining. I kind of can't get past it. Does the trailer look good? It's just kind of confusing. In the end, he's going to win. We know that. I mean, it'll be about his origin, fighting crime, and then he wins. If there's going to be some message in here, I just am so out. If there's some narrative or climate thing, go F yourself, because this was one of the stupidest movies ever made, and I liked its stupidity because it was just meant to be as fun on a very low budget. So if you're going to cram some message in this, you could go cram it. And I'm out. And I suspect that message is in here. I'm not seeing it yet, but I have my suspicions. Anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check me out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more bass takes. If you can find a more bass take, I say take it. I'll be at the Vineland Library tomorrow from 11 to 4 for FanCon. Hopefully my nose will stop running then. Don't worry, I think I'm past the contagious stage. I'm feeling pretty good. Hope to see you tomorrow, and we'll see you in the next one.